Good morning, America. Breaking news as we come on the air. A major computer outage affecting flights all across the country. We're going to have the latest on that and the breaking news overnight. The Grammy-nominated artist killed in a deadly shooting. A manhunt now underway for the killer of a Grammy-nominated rapper, Nipsey Hussle, gunned down outside his store in L.A. the day before a big meeting to stop gang violence. The tributes now coming in from LeBron James, Steph Curry, and the mayor of Los Angeles as authorities search for the shooter.
President Trump threatening to close the border with Mexico this week and cut off millions in aid to 3 Central American countries unless they stop a huge influx in new migrants. We're live at the border with the latest.
And fighting back. Former Vice President Joe Biden responds to those accusations of inappropriate affection by the woman who says he kissed her head and invaded her space at a campaign event. Now the women coming to his defense.
College horror. The University of South Carolina student killed after getting into the wrong car, mistaking it for an Uber. Her father's message this morning.
Mick Jagger's mystery illness. The Rolling Stones' big announcement forced to postpone their U.S. tour. The latest on the rock legend's condition.
It's the final countdown.
And Final Four frenzy.
And Michigan State is headed to Minneapolis.
Michigan State stunning Duke, knocking out the favorite to win it all. Duke's heartbreak, Michigan State's happiness, and now 2 incredible showdowns set. The teams that could see their first championship ever.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
Ooh, there were some great games over the weekend. It's great to have you with us on this Monday morning. How about our new look on this first day of April? No April Fools here.
Yeah, this is real.
We are. New look for a lot of March Madness brackets as well, especially with all of you at Duke going all the way. Let's take a look at Michigan State celebrating last night. What a big win for them.
It was a big win, and Robin, like you said, a lot of great games this weekend, and especially this victory was sweet for Coach Izzo. This was his second win against Duke.
We'll have more on that ahead, but first we're going to begin with that breaking news. A major computer outage affecting Southwest and Delta flights right now all across the country. Lindsay Davis is here with the latest. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning to you guys. At least 2 airlines are experiencing system-wide outages, and it's leading to major delays. Delta and Southwest are working to deal with tech-related issues affecting their systems. Delta tweeting that they're working diligently to get back up and running, although they do not have a specific time frame as to just when that might happen. Southwest also says that a tech issue is affecting their flights as well. They're currently working to see if it's affecting other carriers, but on social media, both airlines are responding to a number of upset passengers who had delayed or canceled flights this morning. The source of the problem is still unknown, but the FAA is not reporting any issues on their end. Robin?
Not the way you want to start the week. All right, Lindsay, thank you.
All right, we're going to turn now to that breaking news overnight. Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle shot and killed outside his own clothing store in Los Angeles. Tributes from NBA stars and political leaders are coming in overnight, praising the performer for his focus on stopping gang violence and helping kids. Adrian Banker is in L.A. with the very latest. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning to you too, Michael. Yes, it seemed that he was friends with everybody. Nipsey Hussle really broke through a barrier before he teamed up his independent label with Atlantic Records here in Hollywood. He famously sold his mixtape, a CD, on the streets of South LA for $100 a pop. He raked in $100,000 in just 24 hours, and that was just the tip of the iceberg. And today, he is being remembered as a savvy and street credible businessman and also a friend to so many, his fans remembering him.
This morning, fans and friends in mourning after the stunning murder of Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle. The 33-year-old born Ermias Ashkadom shot dead outside his Los Angeles clothing store. 2 other people wounded in that shooting. Overnight, police look for at least 1 suspect.
In the time of crisis, we preach peace, but we also preach justice.
Hustle and motivate. Celebrities among those sharing their grief, including artists Rihanna and P. Diddy, NBA superstars LeBron James and Steph Curry, who weighed in during a post-game press conference.
Definitely a sad, tragic event. Obviously, send prayers to his family, his community.
And John Legend in shock, tweeting, "I just spent Thursday with him and filmed a video for a beautiful new song."
We come from gang culture, so we dealt with the system a lot.
The father of two, known for his music, creating jobs in South LA as an entrepreneur with several businesses and investments in education and the arts. Growing up as a gang member, he worked with police to curb gang violence.
He was just there for the community, for the kids.
And mourners gathered outside Hustle's store to pay tribute. And just hours before his death, the last thing he tweeted was, "Having strong enemies is a blessing."
And Hustle had asked for a meeting. That meeting was set to happen today with the LAPD to discuss ways to come against gang violence in South Los Angeles. Community leaders and law enforcement have encouraged there be no retaliation for his murder. George?
Yeah, it is a tense situation there. Okay, Adrian, thanks very much. To the White House now, where President Trump is threatening to close the border with Mexico and eliminate aid for 3 Central American countries unless they take more action to stop the flow of migrants to the U.S. It would be a dramatic move with serious consequences at the border and beyond. Our senior national correspondent, Terry Moran, has the latest. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, George. President Trump and his top administration officials this morning are saying, "We told you so." There is a crisis at the southern borders, not just them. Former Obama administration Homeland Security officials and state and local officials on the border are saying it too. Record numbers of migrants being apprehended, trying to cross into the U.S. illegally. Numbers we haven't seen in more than a decade, heading towards a record, overwhelming the system. So President Trump is responding with extreme, some say counterproductive measures, threatening to close down the border by the end of the week, that whole 2,000-mile border, and tweeting, "Homeland Security is being so very nice, but not for long." And in that stunning move, the president is declaring he will stop all foreign aid to El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, where so many migrants are fleeing gang warfare and persecution. And this despite the fact that top Trump administration officials saying that American aid is critical to stemming the violence that's triggering the exodus in the first place.
And Terry, big questions as well over whether closing the border is even a workable solution. And it doesn't appear that the administration is actually laying the groundwork for it.
It's not an easy thing to do, George. You just don't flick a switch and close the border. There have to be major preparations for the Pentagon, for labor unions in the Customs and Border Patrol, for all kinds of systems that need to get geared up and ready for this incredibly drastic move that will cost the United States billions. But the president is vowing to do it in days. He's doing it right now on Twitter. We'll see if those orders go out.
Terry Moran, thanks very much.
So, George, let's go now to our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, who is there on the border in Texas with a look at the situation right now. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. Closing down the border here could have a huge impact, possibly cutting off tens of thousands of people. Take a look at the number of people crossing on the bridge, both on foot and in cars, people going to work and going to school, and the economic impact could also be enormous. $1.5 billion of commerce go through this border every single day. Mexico is, after all, one of our biggest trading partners, and it has taken some time for President Trump's rhetoric about the crisis to catch up to the reality on the ground. But now officials tell us that we are likely to see more than 1 million asylum seekers cross this year in 2019, double what we saw last year. Housing them is a problem across the border here in El Paso. They've been putting them in detention centers, but also under bridges and in tents. Now, in the early 2000s, we saw mostly young Mexican adult males cross. Now, the majority are families from Central America. Get this, here in El Paso, 17 times more family members apprehended than last year. 17 times. And one of the few places where we haven't actually seen an increase in the number of asylum seekers is at those border terminals that you see behind me. Now, officials and critics say that it actually encourages people to cross illegally. George.
Okay, Matt, thanks very much. To the race for the White House now. Former Vice President Joe Biden has not yet announced, but he's already defending himself against an accusation of unwanted touching. And he's getting support overnight from the wife of former Defense Secretary Ash Carter, who says a misleading photo of them is being used against him. Senior congressional correspondent Mary Bruce has the story. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, George. Well, Joe Biden isn't officially running for president yet, but his record is already facing fresh scrutiny. And now this morning, Joe Biden says he never thought he acted inappropriately, but that he recognizes this is a different time. He says women should be encouraged to share their experiences, and he says men should be paying attention.
This morning, Joe Biden is on defense, responding to allegations from Nevada lawmaker Lucy Flores that he inappropriately kissed her on the head at a 2014 campaign rally. The former vice president saying, in my many years on the campaign trail and in public life, I have offered countless handshakes, hugs, expressions of affection, support, and comfort. And not once, never, did I believe I acted inappropriately. If it is suggested I did so, I will listen respectfully. But it was never my intention. But Flores says regardless of Biden's intention, she felt violated.
For the record, I don't believe that it was a bad intention. I'm not in any way suggesting that I felt sexually assaulted or sexually harassed. I felt invaded. I felt that there was a violation of my personal space.
At the time, Flores was running for lieutenant governor, writing in an op-ed she and Biden were about to go on stage when the vice president put his hands on her shoulders, smelled her hair, and planted a big, slow kiss on the back of her head. Biden's behavior towards women has sparked questions in the past, like this incident in 2015 when Biden put his hands on incoming Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, whispering in her ear during her husband's swearing-in ceremony. But overnight, Stephanie Carter writing in an online post, the Joe Biden in my picture is a close friend helping someone get through a big day, for which I will always be grateful.
And this morning, we are hearing from some of Biden's would-be 2020 rivals. Elizabeth Warren says she believes Lucy Flores, while Amy Klobuchar and Bernie Sanders say they have no reason to doubt this story. But, George, they all stop short of saying that this incident is disqualifying. They say it's up to Biden to make his own decision.
And, Mary, today a big day in the presidential race for fundraising. We're starting to get reports from the Democratic candidates on how much has come in, and starting out with a big surprise.
Yeah, George, Mayor Pete Buttigieg just announcing that he raised more than $7 million in the first quarter. That is a pretty impressive haul for the relatively unknown mayor of South Bend, Indiana. George.
Okay, Mary Bruce, thanks very much. Michael?
All right, thank you, George. Also breaking overnight, 2 Marines killed in a helicopter crash during a training exercise in Arizona. Our chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz, has the story. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Michael. The 2 Marine Corps pilots who were killed were flying the newest version of a Super Cobra attack helicopter called a Viper. This was a seemingly routine weapons and tactics training mission in Yuma, Arizona, although it did occur during an evening flight around 8:45 p.m. The accident is the latest in a spike of Marine Corps aviation mishaps, which have jumped 80% over the last 5 years, according to a Military Times investigation. Just 4 months ago, 5 Marines were killed during a mid-air refueling mishap. Marine Corps officials cannot pinpoint exactly why the accidents have spiked, although the Marine Corps grounded the entire fleet for a brief period in 2017 to reinforce safety and training. As for this most recent deadly accident, the cause is still being investigated. Robin?
And we're thinking of the 2 pilots' families this morning, Martha. Thank you. Now to the outrage over a hit and run that was caught on camera. The car speeding across a lawn and hitting a young girl, leaving her with serious injuries. This happened just outside of Atlanta. Steve Osunsami is there and has the latest. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Robin. The DeKalb County Police who've been handling this case have not spoken out about it publicly for some reason. It is possible that the 2 people inside the car are minors. The pictures are graphic. We have edited the video. This was the terrifying moment caught on camera. The family who lives in this suburban Atlanta home says it hopes police find and arrest the driver who hit a 9-year-old girl before crashing into the house. Moments before the crash, a home security camera captures 2 young girls playing in the front yard before a black sedan jumps the curb, blows a stop sign, and then barrels towards the girls. Dust and debris fill the air after the car strikes the girl. That girl, LaDariana Holmes, was hurt badly and has several broken bones. Her family is sharing the video in hopes of finding the driver.
I just want everybody to pray for LaDariana, and I just want the people involved to be caught.
The video shows 2 people getting out of the vehicle before running away as the family rushes out the house to check on the girls. Police say the owner of the car was at work and told authorities her boyfriend had the vehicle. But an attorney for the family says he doesn't believe the boyfriend, who is 30, was the driver because they believe the driver was a teenager. The girl who was hurt is a cheerleader and gymnast, and her mother believes she'll make a full recovery.
She's strong, and I know she's going to bounce back from this. It's just going to take a while.
It is amazing that this girl wasn't killed. The other girl who was outside, guys, she suffered only minor injuries.
Hope she makes a full recovery. All right, Steve, thank you.
And now to that March Madness shocker. Overnight, Michigan State beating #1 Duke, setting up an incredible Final Four showdown with Texas Tech, Virginia, and Auburn. To get home, yep.
Yeah.
And here you have all the details.
Catch your breath. You all remember the first weekend of the tournament was historically uneventful. Not a lot of big upsets, no bracket busters. This weekend was madness. We saw one kid calls the play of the century, at least if you're a Virginia fan, but we also saw the end of the Duke career of the biggest star in college basketball. After a weekend of comebacks, buzzer beaters, and overtime thrills, the Final Four is set. Perhaps the biggest headline, Duke is out. The overwhelming Final Four and championship favorite fell to 2-seed Michigan State. Nearly 40% of brackets out there had Duke winning it all.
Michigan State is headed to Minneapolis.
The tournament's overall #1 seed with the consensus overall #1 pick in the upcoming NBA draft, freshman Zion Williamson, Duke couldn't pull off another late-game miracle.
Look around the locker room and see, like, your teammates and your brothers, and you just think, you know, this group probably never will play together again.
The Spartans' most famous alum, Magic Johnson, was there for the celebration, while Duke players were inconsolable. Meanwhile, fans are still talking about Virginia's instant classic against Purdue on Saturday. The #1 seeded Cavaliers barely got through in a nail-biter.
Advancing to the Final Four.
Virginia was just seconds away from going home, but then this buzzer beater got them to overtime and kept their hopes for a Final Four alive.
Yeah, it just was, you know, almost you're in shock a little bit.
Right, so Virginia's going to the first Final Four they've had since 1984, but two teams in the Final Four, Auburn and Texas Tech, are making their first trips ever. And Auburn, get this, guys, they had to beat Kansas, they had to beat North Carolina and Kentucky to get to the Final Four.
And didn't have their star player.
And he came in, he had to wheel him in at halftime.
I know. But great game, the overtime. You sure Zion's not coming back next year to Duke?
I'm so sure. I'm thinking about becoming an agent just so I can represent him. But yeah, everybody knows he's out, #1 overall pick, but what a career.
TJ.
Right. But on the women's side, oh my goodness, we had great games yesterday as well. But Oregon has punched the ticket, and UConn going to their 12th straight.
And 20th overall, 12th consecutive, 20 overall, and the first one for Oregon. They knocked out Mississippi State.
Yes.
Who was in the finals the last 2 years.
Sabrina Ionescu is must-see TV from Oregon. You have got to watch this young lady. 2 more games tonight, though. Notre Dame, Stanford, these are the powerhouse teams, and then Baylor, Iowa are going at it. So it'll be set tonight. So this was fun. This was a fun weekend. Yeah.
Thank you, TJ.
You got it, guys.
Switching gears, fatal mistake for a young college student. We're going to show you the surveillance video right here. It shows the moment she was kidnapped after getting into a stranger's car. She thought it was her Uber. We've got the latest on that.
And actresses Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin prepare to face a judge in that college admission scandal. We'll have the latest on that just ahead. But first, Ginger's right there by TJ.
Right here. Hey. And did you all hear that? Oh, that's my mom still screaming because of Michigan State's win. Yeah. No, halfway across the country. Crazy that I could hear that. She's a Spartan through and through. Go green and white, just for her. Quick look at the weather. We've got the Colorado Springs tornado, EF0, 85-mile-per-hour winds that made its way through. That same system brought snow, actual snow, not just lake effect, Cleveland, Ohio over the weekend. And now this morning, we're waking up with lake effect snow in western New York. So yes, it's that cold. The freeze warnings stretch all the way to Nashville. Remember, things are blooming down here, and now we're starting to freeze them off. All right, your local weather in 30 seconds. First, though, the Select Cities, sponsored by Pampers Cruisers.
Moves like these need Pampers Cruisers 360 Fit. With an ultra-stretchy waistband and 360 Fit that adapts to every wild move. Plus, up to 12 hours of protection. So anything your wild child does, Cruisers can too. Our best ever fit is new Cruisers 360 Fit.
Coat needed out the door today. Sunglasses, yes, but wow, what an April 1st, feeling more like March. Temperatures today will top out in the lower 50s, less wind for your afternoon. And while temperatures are going to be rising into the mid 60s for Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have 2 weather systems coming through. One on Tuesday and another for the end of the work week, Thursday and Friday. So rain chances will be going up. And if you're looking ahead to next weekend, 67 to 72 with sunshine through the weekend.
I'm loving this new look, getting all settled in. New perspective. We'll be right back.
Corey is living with metastatic breast cancer, which is breast cancer.